Hello there, Stephanie Cameraman, the Stock Whisperer, here to tell you this week's Dark Pool Weekly Whisper for January 14th, 2019. But before we get to the hottest stock picks of the year, let's go to last week. Yeah, last week, record-breaking week. Well, it's the first week of January, but it was still very, very good week. If you had taken all of these whispers, you would have had over 180% ROI on the stock. That is not on the option, just on the stock. And 86 targets were hit. Now, obviously, I can take all these stocks, but I had some really great trades in the Java pit. I was short the VXX. I was long Halliburton. That's one of my favorite trades. Seasonality, that massive 5.8 million print. Let's see, we took CGC. A lot of my traders had CGC. I traded STZ before the earnings and after the earnings. Great trade. So if you didn't get any of these stocks, don't worry. I have a whole bunch of new trades for you guys. So let's get rocking and rolling. All right, let's start with the SPY. So the SPY, we had a very big level on Monday. Yeah, biggest level in a little while. Well, since the bottom level, right? Remember that bottom level of 234.31. That was 23 million. Well, we got an 11 million level this week at 252.48. And then a 9 million, and these are those late prints. And this is what we want to follow, these levels. So we got another level at 257.84. So this week, if we break above 260, everybody's watching that, right? Then I am bullish all the way up. We'll just watch level to level. However, if we break below 255, I will turn bearish. Let's go to the Russell. Yeah, nice move on the Russell. So we are going to be, we had a big level as well on Monday, 137.82. We don't get very heavy levels of these late prints, but we did on Monday. We actually got them across the board. SPY, Russell, and the Qs. So these are really key levels to watch. But on the Russell, we're going to be bullish above 145. There's a little bit more room till it gets to that 50 simple moving average. It's going to be resistance, but if we can break above that, then we have a lot more room to go to the upside. And we're going to be bearish below 142. And then we got the Qs. Yep. The Qs, really big level this week at 156.42, a 6.4 million. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. So we're bullish above that, but if you're not in it yet, we're going to be bullish above 162.50. Again, you know, we're just getting so close to this 50 simple moving average that we could get another lift up, and that's going to be resistance pullback. Then if we could pull through, that's going to be bullish. If not, and we start to move down, I'm going to be bearish below 158. Then let's go to the DIA. The DIA, we're going to be bullish above 240 and bearish below 236 for the DIA. Just want to remind you guys, we have earnings. Yes, earnings. Big earnings are starting this week on the financial sector. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs. This is going to move the market. And we had massive prints on XLF. Somebody obviously knows something. And we did get big prints on Bank of America and Wells Fargo, but I will get to those in just a minute. But just to let you know, just be careful, because swing trading could be very dangerous. Even if your stock is not coming out with earnings, we can have a warning that comes out, guidance warnings. This is definitely, could be a rough quarter. So please be careful. Day trading is the best trading right now. Least risk, biggest reward, because we just don't know what's going to happen overnight. So be careful. What I like to do is after all the financials report, then I trade the financials. After all the semiconductors report, then I'll trade those. After all the retail, they're usually at the end. So be careful with retail. Okay, so I have put in the earnings with an E at the end with a star if they're coming up pretty soon. So again, just be careful, okay? And if you're trading options, the IV is going to be inflated. So best to trade the stocks before they come out with earnings, day trading, okay? So let's go to the VIX. This was one of the best trades this week. On the short side, we had this massive upthrust through the 50 level. Such a bearish topping pattern with big prints all the way down. So we got some more prints at the close on Friday. I don't know if you guys saw that. A big fat 4 million print at $39.36. Normally I don't pay attention to market on close prints, but I do when they are big and unusual, which we got. So keep in mind, the VIX is going to be turning into the VXXB on the 17th. That's going to be on Thursday. But they're trading tandemly. So here, I'll show you the VXXB chart, and you can see it's exactly the same, right? So if you're going to jump into options, make sure you're in the VXXB to avoid complications there, okay? This week, we're going to be bullish above 41. If it does have a bounce, it'll be more of a retracement trade to resistance. Please don't hold the VIX against you ever, okay? It's a decaying apparatus. So we're going to be bearish below 39. All right, I have my targets there. Let's go to gold. So gold, we're still stuck in that zone for the gold futures, that resistance area. We have not broken out. I showed you that last week. In fact, this actually looks like a little bit of a flagging pattern now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, we got a little flag going, right? Pennant. And if we can break out here, all right, if we can break above 122, then I have a lot of targets to the upside for gold. We'll be breaking out of this resistance area. This is so key. We've been watching the dollar in our trading room alongside gold. A big move is coming. It's just, as you can see, in this flag wedge pattern. But it looks like it wants to break out really soon. It just can't stay here for too much longer. So GLD bullish above 122, bearish below 121.50. Let's go to GDX. GDX bullish above 21.50 and bearish below 20.87. Now GDXJ, we had that big print on it, really hasn't moved yet. At 31.07 was the print. It moved down a little bit below it, but this week I will be bullish above 31.25 and bearish below 30.50. FCX, this is a great trade we took in our room as well. This week we had those prints that came in at $11.10, $11.18. We've been riding it up. Now we just got another print on Friday, $11.60. So we're going to be bullish above 11.75 and bearish below 11. Let's go to silver. Silver looks really interesting here as well. We had quite a few prints that came in at 14.68, 14.76. So I will be bullish above 14.80. But 15 is my target. That's going to be a big, big sell area if we do go there. And really, this is how it works. If we were to move up and hit 15, sometimes it goes a little bit above, but then moves below. That second test, 25 minutes later at least, or more. If we can break above that, then we know there's a lot of room to go. But that's really going to be a key resistance area there. And I will be bearish below 14.50. Okay, here goes to oil and energy. I'm very excited. I have not whispered about natural gas in a long time. Yeah, when was the last time I whispered about that? Very long. But look at this volume on UGAS. Okay. Now, number one, I got to tell you, this is a dangerous vehicle to trade. I do not suggest anybody trades this. If you're a great day trader, yes, this is the vehicle to trade, but not for swing trading. Please be careful. It decays over time. Yes, it just rolls down the hill, and you can see it roll down a big hill lately. But look at this volume, sideways consolidation and a massive volume coming into it. So I will be bullish above 45 for you guys, and this is 3 times the long ETN. Those are dangerous things. I don't ever trade ETNs. But I just want to show you the inverse of that DGAS. All right, because I just want you to watch the levels on these, and then I'll give you an instrument to trade. But on DGAS, we're going to be bearish below 100. It just dipped below. So DGAS is 100. UGAS is, we're going to be bullish above 45. Those are really key levels. And of course, 50 is the next big one. But UNG, I like to trade UNG. And we had a print on UGAS. Okay, we didn't have the print on UNG, but I will trade UNG after spotting prints on UGAS or DGAS. So UNG, I like this above 26.20. Okay, has a nice rounded bottom as well. And bearish below 25. If it does turn around and goes below 25, look out below. But it looks, yeah, it looks great. Halliburton, one of the best trades this week. This had everything, prints and seasonality, but it does have earnings next week. So be careful. It can still run up this week. My big target was that 50 simple moving average. However, this week, if she can break above 31, there's a lot of room to go up. But just be careful trading it into earnings. If you're going to trade something into earnings, put protection on. Buy some protective puts, okay? Please. We never know how a stock is going to react. Even if it looks great before the earnings, it can get slammed, okay? So be careful. Schlumberger has earnings this week, and it had big prints. So the earnings are going to be on the 18th, Friday. So you can trade it before, but please be careful. Again, day trading is highly recommended, okay? Day trading. We're going to be bullish above 42, and we're going to be bearish below 40. Massive prints came in at 41.20. Let's go to XLE, the Select Spider Fund Energy ETF. So this week we had a massive prints, actually 2 big ones, 61.33 and 61.83. So we're going to be bullish above 62.50 and bearish below $60.75. XOP, oil and gas, also had some big prints coming in. 2.5 million at 29.48 and a 2.6 million at 30.34. So the purple lines, right, I'm bullish above 31 and I'm going to be bearish below 29.25. And the red lines are all my target exits, and I have them all on the sheet as well. WMB, another energy stock, we're going to be bullish above 25.25 and bearish below 24.75. Okay, so let's go to financials, but again, we have earnings coming out. So a bunch of us in my trading room, including myself, we put a strangle on. I put a strangle on Bank of America going out to next week, January 25th. Out of the money calls, out of the money puts, and the only reason I did that was because we've had massive prints coming in. So I am expecting a massive move. I just don't know which direction. I wish I did. We could all take a guess. We could look at seasonality, which is actually bearish for financials, but it doesn't mean anything because we've already come down quite a bit. So perhaps it's already embedded into the price. I don't know. I'm not going to analyze it. I'm just going to follow the prints. And once we have earnings on them, then we add to the right side of the triangle. That's always the best, and we're going to have a big move. I just wish I could tell you exactly up or down, but really nobody knows except for the people that are doing these massive trades. We had 11 million print. Yes, 11 million on XLF at $24.11. Now we are above it, but that, again, it doesn't mean anything. We can be all the way down here after Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs reports, or we could be all the way here, okay? So the main thing is, after the reports, whether or not we're above or below this 24.11. So I'm going to be bullish above 24.50 and bearish below 24, right? So these are really key levels to watch. Now, Bank of America, we had a 3.2 million print on it last week. We have not moved much, $25.22. So bullish above 26, bearish below 25. But again, wait until after the earnings, okay? Plenty of time. Don't have to catch the exact bottom or top. Wells Fargo also, we had a big print on it on Friday, $47.91. And of course, you know, earnings are coming up on Tuesday before the market opens, okay? So be careful. Bullish above 48.50 and bearish below 47. Let's go to SPY-G. Yeah, because we had unusual 3 million print on it at 33.59, a 900,000 share print at 32.23. Now this ETF has big guys in it. Top holdings: Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Pfizer, Verizon, J&J, and Merck. And look at this big volume that came in. Now, last time we had big volume like this, right, we had a big move. Awesome. Now, are they selling and we're going to move down, or are they buying more and we're going to move up? Time will tell. We're going to be bullish above 33.75, bearish below 33. Now, I don't particularly trade SPY-G, but I will trade one of its components, okay, on that move. ACWI. And the way you can pick which stock is, if it's going up SPY-G, you want to pick one of the components that are really strong. And if it's going down below that level, you want to pick the component that's very weak. Don't pick the underdog to go long. Pick the strong guy to go long and the weak one to go short, okay? Let's go to ACWI. It's another ETF. Big holdings: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. It has India, J&J, JP Morgan, Google, Facebook. Do you see a pattern here? Somebody is hiding. Somebody's hiding their trades in these now. You can see we had massive buying down here. And I did tweet this out. So again, are they selling and we're going to move down? We might just hit this 50 simple moving average first. And that's why my buy whisper to the long side is above it. Okay, there's a reason why I'm so far up there. And of course, below, if we break below the 8 exponential moving average, I'll turn bearish, then it's selling. Okay, so let's go to Apple. Massive prints on Apple. I strangled Apple once again. I strangled Apple down here. It worked out really well. And I strangled it once again. So I'm going to be bullish above 155 and bearish below 150. If it breaks above 155, I'm adding to the call side. And if it breaks below 150, I'm adding to the put side. No thinking. Big prints came in. And earnings are January 29th. Just want to let you know that for Apple. Let's go to AMD. Robert in my room rocks this stock on a daily basis. Rockstar trader. He was the trader of the week last week, but guess what? Mary F. Congratulations. You are the trader of the week this week. This girl was rocking it all week long. I love it. Love to see the progress. She's pretty fair, new trader in my room. Probably been in there about 4 to 5 months. And so congratulations, Mary. Really, really good job. So AMD, we are going to be bullish above 2050 this week and bearish below 19. Let's move on to Qualcomm. Lots of prints on that. Yeah, every single whisper, by the way, the only way that they make it onto my list is if there is unusual dark pool activity. So just keep that in mind. Qualcomm. Earnings are up not until February 6th, so we're good for that. But we're going to be bullish above 58 and bearish below 56. Micron, MU had a lot of prints, and earnings are not for a long time, I think until March. They're always the first to report. So the coast is clear, and we had a lot of prints on it. So I love this one. Bullish above 37 and bearish below 34. Pretty wide range, but we had a lot of prints. Going to have a big move. So watch Micron. Intel also had massive prints, 3.6 million at 48.38. Earnings are January 24th. So be careful on that. We're going to be bullish above 49 and bearish below 48. Okay, it's time to turn to emerging markets. And wow, this had a power move. Just going to kind of draw another line here. You can see a bull flag pretty much here. And it could go a little bit higher based on... Let's see, we have about $6 move on the pole, and then if on the breakout you go $6, it leads you to 45. So it could continue this upward move. We had some prints that came in on it this week. So I'm going to be bullish above 43.20 and bearish below 41.50 for EWZ. Now VWO, that's emerging markets. I drew a trend line here, and now I'm going to zoom in so I can show you where we're at. Yeah, we have a breakout happening here. And we have really big prints this week at 39.83, 39.75, really close to this 40. We hit the 40 and pulled back. And I love that, because if we break above 40 again with good volume, this thing is going to fly, or should fly. Nothing's 100%, but that's usually the pattern. So I'm going to be bullish above 40 and bearish below 39.20. Let's go to TLT, bond ETF. This was so great on the short side after that big print at the top. But guess what? We got some more prints this week. 121.58 and 120.95. So going to be bullish above 121.75 and bearish below 120.50. All right, let's go to Verizon and AT&T. Yeah, these have not been on my list for a while, but guess what? We got some nice prints this week. So I'm going to be bullish on Verizon above 58.20. Earnings of January 29th. And I'm going to be bearish below 57. And AT&T, one of my favorites to trade, had a massive print on Friday. 1.6 million. It's been a long time since I've seen a decent print on AT&T. So the earnings are January 30th, so be careful of that. But we could get a pre-earnings momentum rally. I love those. So I'm going to be bullish above 31, and I'm going to be bearish below 30. Okay, always prepared on both sides of the trade. Now we're going to go to like our miscellaneous stocks. Let me just scroll up a little bit. So ABEV, yeah, ABEV, massive prints coming in this week. I love this. Bullish above 463, bearish below 437. Likes to trade on the 8ths, okay? Let's go to Activision. Had a huge move down on Friday, but guess what? Big money moved in. 2.5 million printed at 46.33. So I'm going to be bullish above 47 and bearish below 45.50. Let's go to CenturyLink, CTL. CTL had nice prints that came in. Earnings are not until February. Bullish above 16.62 and bearish below 15.87. Likes to trade on the 8ths as well. Let's go to Delta. Delta had a print. We haven't seen a print on Delta in a while. Wasn't the biggest, but still unusual. 300,000 at 47.59. But wait, we have earnings on Tuesday. Okay, that's coming up. So be careful. Let's trade this after earnings, or we can do a stock trade tomorrow on Monday. Okay, so it has earnings before the market opens on Tuesday. So that's why I said Monday do a day trade, and after earnings on Tuesday, we can jump in. But please don't swing this into earnings unless you're doing a complete lottery ticket trade. But be patient. So after it has earnings, I'll be bullish above 49 and bearish below 47. EFA. Whenever I see big prints on this, we usually get a big move in the market. Okay. 5 million printed at 6103. So bullish above 6150 and bearish below 6037. GM had really nice prints on Friday. Okay, so they gapped it up. Sellers came in at the end of the day. But this week we're going to be bullish above 37.50 and we're going to be bearish below 36.50. Big prints happened at 37.35. Let's go, and 37.41. Two big blocks. IQ. Love this one. We don't get prints on it too often. Massive volume came in on IQ. And we're going to be bullish above 18.50 and bearish below 17.50. Let's go to Altria. So Altria had some big prints last week, actually 2 weeks in a row. Okay. The reason it hasn't moved much is because they were not finished printing. And that's why we have two levels. We have the same level, 2 weeks in a row. 49.50 area. A lot of prints came in. Now, what I'm seeing possibly is a dreaded H pattern. This is a very bearish pattern, okay? But I like it to break below this level. This is really key on MO. Bearish below $48.75. I will turn bullish if it can close above 50. All right, those are really key levels. Let's look at Marvell. Marvell, amazing run it had this week. Massive prints came in again at $17.23. So I'm going to be bullish above 17.50 and bearish below 17. Nike, this is one of my favorites, okay, because I don't remember ever seeing prints like the prints we had on Nike this week. 3.2 million at 76. Another 600,000, 76.85. Another 400,000 at 76.68. Mark my words, news is coming out on Nike this week. I don't know what it's going to be, an upgrade, a downgrade. I don't know, a warning. Somebody knows something and they are trading Nike, okay? Because I've never seen prints like this. So what do you do when something like this happens? And you don't know if it's going to gap up or gap down on Monday. Well, we strangle it. So we bought out of the money. Well, you could buy out of the money calls and out of the money puts. Or you could do nothing and wait, okay? So that's always the best thing to do if you are going to have enteritis on Monday if it gaps. Now, I don't know, but again, this is highly unusual prints that came in, and I definitely feel like something's going on. So I will be bullish above 77.50, okay? Then I'll turn really bullish and bearish below 75.50. And then, of course, if it breaks below 75, more bearish. If it breaks below 74, more bearish. Again, this is going to be big. So once it stops splashing, because it will splash at first, and then it starts to have a move, let's just run with it. And what I like to do is just keep rolling my options, rolling them to the next level and the next level to avoid exititis. I'm not going to try to peg the top or the bottom. And when the last trade doesn't work out, that's when you stop rolling and you move on to another trade. So let's go to Pfizer. Bullish above 43.25 and bearish below 42 this week. Prints have been coming in for a couple weeks now. It has not made the move yet, but I feel like it's getting there. Let's go to Target. Pretty big prints. I mean, look at the volume. See that? That came in on Target. Oh yeah, big move coming. We're going to be bullish above 70.20 and bearish below 68. And let's go to the last but not the least stock, because this one had massive, massive prints. XLP. Many of you probably have traded this. This is the Consumer Staples ETF. It's a great vehicle to trade because it has prints, but these are really big. So I'm going to be bullish above 51.75 and bearish below 51. So I'm going to be teaching my boot camp class this week. Day trading week is up starting on Monday. Then we take a week break and then we do the swing trading class. And it's my biggest boot camp class ever. I'm so excited to teach it during earnings season. I will be posting out the prints throughout the week, but just keep in mind I am teaching class, so most of my posts are going to be right in the middle of the day or perhaps at the end. In fact, my students are going to be helping me out, map out the trades and do this. You know, it's one thing for me to do it, but isn't it great if you guys could do this yourself? And that's the best part about teaching, is that I teach my traders how to do this, and then they call out really great trades in the room. So I'm really excited. I only do this class 4 times a year. These traders have been waiting months for it. So again, I'm probably going to be a little quiet on Monday because I'm doing a PowerPoint presentation first. But you have plenty of trades to trade. And remember, when we get these big prints that come in, there's a splash. So you're going to be avoiding that splash. I'll post some trades in the middle of the day for you. So until next week, guys, happy trading.
That's my secret. Gonna keep it my secret. My secret.